Hey y'all, today I thought we'd talk about the Bricklink Designer Program since I mentioned it in my last video talking about some of the upcoming sets that I'm anticipating. And I've mentioned it before and I kind of wanted to talk about it quick because I don't know if I've ever really mentioned it and I want to make sure everyone kind of knows what I'm talking about. And because I think they're really cool sets too, so I think everyone should be aware of them. So real quick, previously, Bricklink, which is owned by Lego now, and has been for quite a while, previously they had a couple different avenues for basically people to design sets, be submitted for votes, and then be produced by Bricklink, which is subsidiary of Lego. And so it's kind of similar to the ideas, however, it doesn't actually get the official Lego line brand, if you will, but still gets produced with a box that says Bricklink Designer Program, Bricklink on it. It's all official Lego parts. It is truly made by Lego. The one thing that doesn't come with it is physical directions. They're all digital directions. But it is an actual, technically official Lego set, just not under the Lego brand per se. And it's gone through a couple different iterations. So you can see here, you got the mock pop-up store, which was just recent, which I'll talk about that in a second. But the ones that everyone kind of knows is not this one. Sorry, wrong one. Is this, which is the original iteration of the Bricklink Designer Program. And there was a couple different rounds. And these are the ones that we all think of when we think of the previously done Bricklink Designer Program. So we got Castle in the Forest, the fishing boat, the parrot, and the Pursuit of Flight, the sheriff safe. Geez, I'm stumbling over names. The aquarium, the modular Lego store, which I think is super cool, the windmill, which you don't actually see too often, the bowling alley, which you see a lot. You don't see the Venetian house too often, and then most recently the diner, the modular construction site, which I am very bummed that I did not pick up, the Mountain View Observatory, which I also am kind of bummed that I didn't pick up, the Stuttgart train station, which I like, but I'm not sad that I missed that one for a couple different reasons, mostly my train problem, which we'll talk about later, and the Winter Chalet, which I am a little sad that I didn't pick up because that just makes a great winter village. So these were all already produced, and in fact, to get them new in box, you're going to pay a small fortune now. You can download the directions like you see here, and you can go part them out or whatever. I've thought about doing that with this modular construction site because I think it would look really good with my this area that's right over my next to the Daily Bugle. I thought it would be super fun to kind of have that up there. So, but like I said, see, so like there's the actual box that they come in. See, it says Bricklink. It does have the Lego logo on it. It does come with figs. You know, it comes with all of the things that you'd expect from a normal Lego set. It's just not a truly official Lego set. So anyways, so those are the ones that have been done already. Now, last year, I guess mid last year, they started their new Bricklink Designer Program. And I'm not exactly sure what led to this, but the first round, any that were not voted enough to actually be produced, so not to make the top 5 spots or whatever, were available for basically buying directly from Bricklink. So what you did was you would buy the directions, and then it would auto-create carts for you within Bricklink or mix with Bricklink and Lego Pab, excuse me, to create the set. And so what I did was I bought a couple of these, and I bought just the directions and then saved all of the Bricklink carts. And so they're all wish lists on my Bricklink. So as I'm ordering parts from Bricklink and I see that I need to get another part to complete one of the models, I will buy some, just kind of slowly piece together the parts. Let's see if I can quickly find. I should have pulled up one. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite ones that I bought. This is done by STL Brick Co. Here's a great Instagram. But he made this house, and the garage door actually works as well. I think you twist this. You twist the chimney stack piece that sticks up there, and it actually raises the garage door. So super cool. I think it's around like $300 to complete all the parts. So this one I'm the closest one to having all the parts collected on. I'm getting closer. You can see there was a whole bunch. I bought this one. This one is prohibitively expensive. I think when I first priced out the carts, it was like $800 because of all of the rare colors. There's this dark red, there's this aqua, there's the olive green, there's this dark blue, and then there's all kinds of trans clear pieces on the inside, which is super, super cool, but just led to a very prohibitively expensive model. But anyways, I think a lot of these people have now made their directions available on Breakable. So look for them there. Oh, and here it says for Series 1 and 2. So let's actually look at Series 1 and 2. So Series 1 has already been, if I scroll to the bottom, I think there's a little timeline. So let's scroll back. Okay, so there's certain stuff. There's certain criteria that you have to use to be able to make submissions. So that's what this palette release is. And then they take submissions for a month. And basically, if you're waiting until that month to start your submission, you're probably not going to make it. And then the month of March, you got to vote for your favorite sets, and you could vote as many as you want. You could have voted for all of them. I think there was probably like 50 or so. There was actually quite a few to kind of vote for. And so they also review the model within Bricklink to kind of make sure that it's a feasible model. It's doable. It probably meets some other sort of normal like Lego set parameters, but they're definitely nowhere near stringent parameters that normal Lego sets go through. So that's why I think these need to be a little bit better maybe in some aspects. But anyways, and then after you go through the vote, it goes to review, and Bricklink really kind of checks them over. As you can see, checks for build experience, brand fit, and weighs in crowd favorites. And then 5 of them get announced that they are going to be open to be crowdfunded. And so, you know, and it's almost 6 months before they actually get open up for crowdfunding. So Series 1 was open in February, and they needed to at least have 3,000 people pre-order the set, and up to 30,000. Now the previous Bricklink series that we looked at before were only 10,000. So because they were so popular, Bricklink raised that upward limit to 30,000, and it's just a one-time run. After they're ran, they will not be made again. Obviously, you can go buy the parts just like any Lego set, and you can buy you can get the directions and all that. So it's, you know, when it says limited one-time production run, that's a little bit misleading in some ways, but you could only buy it if you bought into the crowdfunding aspect. And then they ship about 6 months or what's that, about 5 months later. So let's take a quick look at these. So this is the old train station, the Mountain Fortress, the Parisian Street, the General Store, and the Snack Shack. And you can see the prices there. I personally bought the old train engine shed and the Mountain Fortress. Not that I particularly have a place for the Mountain Fortress right now, but it's just going to go with my castle stuff. And that one sold all 30,000 copies. Within about 12 hours of them opening up. I might have been closer to 8 hours. The train shed and the Snack Shack both sold out within the first day. And then the Parisian Square, you can see, or the Parisian Street did not reach its max, and neither did the general store. But both of them were funded, so that means that some of the sets will be made. I don't know if they just make all 30,000 and just have them, or I'm not sure what that looks like, because again, this is kind of their new version of this, and we haven't seen the end product of this yet. So anyways, I have the train engine shed coming, which has created some problems for me. Not problems in like a bad way, but problems in where do I put it problems. But I also bought the Mountain Fortress because all of these tend to be super collectible. And judging by how fast the castle one sold out, I suspect it will be super collectible on the aftermarket as well. In fact, after these sold out, there were people pre-listing them on eBay for up to double the cost, which is crazy. I also think that violates eBay's terms and services, but whatever. Anyways, so that's Series 1. Series 2 opens in just a few days, as you can see. This is getting recorded on Tuesday, May 28th, so in 8 days, June 6th, these go for pre-order. And I'm interested in a couple of these, and we're going to take a little bit of a closer look at them. The one I'm super interested in is the one that we'll start with, and this is the Ominous Isle, which I referenced in my last video. And it's piratey. It's got a couple different configurations, kind of similar to Barracuda Bay. And it's just really kind of fun. And I think it will look great as kind of opposite of my Fortress. So I'm super excited about this one. This is definitely a buy for me. And this might be the only one from this series that I buy. This Brick Cross train station is very cool too. This is kind of one of my maybes. I'm kind of thinking about maybe this one. I'm not sure. But it's a cool train station. Lego hasn't really done an actual true train station to this extent. They've done the little kind of like platform things, but they haven't done a true train station other than the Disney one. So this is super cool. Got very detailed insides. I like that the platform's kind of in the back. It's a fun little kind of coffee bar on the side. So that one's kind of a maybe for me. Probably not though, to be honest. Here's a train, which is super exciting. The only problem, and I've watched a couple of videos about this, I think this is a rectifiable problem. And you can see it's got super fun cars, engine, all that. The problem is if you look, and I can't really zoom in, this is not done on actual train track, actual Lego track. And so that's a little bit of a problem, and motorizing this is going to be a problem because you have to find somewhere to stick the motor. So there's a couple issues with it. I think it's really cool, yes. Does it belong in my city? Probably not. So do I think that's going to be a cool display piece? Yes. Is it going to take up a lot of room? Also, yes. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. This one I think is kind of fun. Not necessarily the style that I have in my city. And so I think this is going to be a pass for me, but it is cool. I don't think it fits with my style. And then lastly is the Mushroom House. And I think this is a fun kind of display piece. But again, I don't know where I would put it. I'm trying to be a little bit more selective about my set buying. And so I think this one might be a pass for me, although it is pretty cheap. For only 90 bucks, that's actually not too bad. Looks like a pretty decent size set. There's a couple figs. So that one's probably in the maybe column. Probably more likely than the train station, but we'll kind of see. And let's take a quick look. I'm not going to go into detail too much of these because there's not much out for this, but this is Series 3. So these will go on sale in October. There's a super cool Harbor Master thing, and this might be a maybe for me in my New Bay area, maybe. Don't know. This, I think, is a must-have for anyone that does a Winter Village. So that's definitely a buy for me. Fortress Stronghold, it's castle, so this is probably also a buy for me. This is also lots of Black Falcons, which is super cool. This one's probably a no for me, and this one's also probably a no for me. It's kind of cool. It'll probably be cheap. I like that they are now offering kind of cheaper options. So that's kind of nice. But again, this just doesn't fit my style. I think it's cool. It looks really nice. But, you know. And then this is Series 4, so this will crowdfund next February. Merchant Boat, meh. Wild West Train, I am kind of interested in, and this does look like it comes on normal Lego track. I really like the engine and the car design. Again, does it fit my city? No. But this will probably be easier to motorize and probably go around track easier than the Orient Express. I'm sure you've seen lots of videos about the difficulty of motorizing it and kind of how it's heavy and big and kind of awkward. Again, my favorite train is the Emerald Knight. Will I ever own an Emerald Knight? I don't know. That's definitely my white whale that I'm searching for. But lots of fun figs. This is kind of a fun one. I don't know, maybe. Seaside, the Seaside Market's kind of cool, kind of another medieval type thing, castle-y. So maybe because of the castle thing, but maybe not. Again, another castle thing, and vaguely castle-esque. I don't know what to actually put this as. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. It's got a very unique shape and colors. That's kind of nice. Okay, that was Series 4, and then we're out to Series 5. And this is still in the picking phase. So these are still pretty far out. And actually a lot of these are pretty far. But you can see this will go next June, not this coming June, not in like a couple of days June. A year from now, June, is when crowd support will be open, and then you can't even start to buy these until June 2025. So anyways, so I think the submissions just closed for this. I think maybe a couple of weeks ago. No, literally last week. So that's still in the process, but I really like this kind of cycle that they're in. So seems like about every quarter they will release the next series, which is super cool because before it was super random as to when they were doing it. It was like kind of like once a year, maybe once every 8 months. So getting into a regular cycle, I think, is really good for them. And I gotta be honest with y'all, I think these sets are far more interesting than anything Lego's producing right now. Aside from some of the more nostalgic things, or some of the like continual series, like the modulars, and those types of things, I think these are way above anything Lego is producing, and I think these are significantly more affordable sets than what Lego is actually producing. I don't know if that's something to do with the fact that they aren't paying people to do R&D to design the sets. I don't know, but I feel like if something like let's go back one. I feel like if this was done, like if the train station was done by Lego, it would be like the $300 price point or $320 price point, and the Mountain Fortress would be at like the $450 price point. So I feel like these are significantly more affordable sets, and they're more fun. I will be interested to see what a build experience is like. I have not ever had a Bricklink Designer Program set. But I know everyone raves about them, and again, they always do well on the aftermarket. If you look up some of the new in box, especially the castle type stuff, it's kind of outrageous. And you know, those are not that old of sets to be fetching double what their retail value was. So if you're into investing on Lego sets, these are probably good sets to be picking up. I know people who pick up just one of each just to put away or just to have. And so I think from a design and value aspect, these are miles above anything that Lego is putting out. Like, I really think if Lego made this train station, I think it would be $350 at least, if not more than that. And so, you know, just kind of interesting to me, especially since this is very similar to their ideas stuff, as far as kind of the way it's produced. It's just interesting that this exists within Lego. But anyways, I've rambled on enough about this. Let me know in the comments if you have looked at these before, if you were aware of them, if you know what they are, if you actually have some of the older ones. Let me know if you are going to purchase any of the Series 2 stuff that's coming out next week. I'm super excited about them. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And make sure you like and subscribe to stay tuned for some more stuff. We're definitely going to be doing some city building, some city rearranging in the coming weeks. And then, of course, we got Brick World Chicago in a couple weeks as well. So I'll be sure to vlog some from there as well. So thank you guys for watching, and see y'all later.